Hello, it's me, Jack, here on week 3 of Buzzword. We're going to start out with the pop culture and see how we do. Question 1.
In a 2021 film by this director, the babies of a middle-aged woman and a teen are switched. In another film by this man, Peppa tries to tell her ex-boyfriend Yvonne that she is pregnant. For 10 points, name this Spanish director of Parallel Mothers and Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown.
Is that Pedro Almodovar? All right, they'll probably give me that one. I was just off by. Oh no, I messed it up. Nope, they won't give me that one. I moved the D and the V, so they won't give me that one. All right, off to a strong start.
A character on this show has a repellent playboy persona called Vic Ferrari. Carol Kane appeared on this show as Simca, the wife of fellow immigrant Latka Gravis.
Oh, Latka. Latka was on Taxi. Latka is played by Andy Kaufman. Andy Kaufman was Latka, I believe. I don't know much about Taxi. Not a lot of. First two were not strong suits for
A real-life man with this full name is the subject of a 2021 musical with a libretto by Lynn Nottage. A man with this full name created the queer black man Usher in his musical A Strange Loop. For 10 points, what is the full name of the...
Oh, no, it's not. It's not. This is a different Steve McQueen. It's something else. Yeah, it's Michael Jackson. I should have waited on that. Steve McQueen was the one that did 12 Years a Slave, and then the white actor is more famous. Yeah, I shouldn't have buzzed there. I should have waited. Ugh. Bad start.
Chris Hughes produced this band's album The Hurting, which includes Pale Shelter and a song covered by Gary Jules for the film Donnie Darko. In a 1985 song by this band, Kurt Smith sings that nothing ever lasts forever. For 10 points, what band sang Mad World and Everybody Wants to Rule the World?
Oh, what is their name? It's not this. I don't know why I'm thinking this. Yeah, Tears for Fears. Ugh. Woo. Weak for me. Weak.
On Amazon Prime's Outlaws, Christopher Walken's character destroys a work by this artist. This artist, who directed the film Exit Through the Gift Shop...
That's Banksy. Ah, there we got something. Exit Through the Gift Shop. Although now that the Queen's died, maybe Banksy has died as well. Because we all secretly knew that Queen Elizabeth II was Banksy. Now we'll know for sure if Banksy never does anything.
Graham Greene was sued over his description of this actress in a review of the film Wee Willie Winkie. This actress, who from 1989 to 1992 was ambassador to Czechoslovakia, had the signature song on the good ship Lollipop.
Oh, it was Shirley Temple. I always think of Shirley Temple as the ambassador to Ghana. I forget that she was also the ambassador to Czechoslovakia. I should have just went in on ambassador. There's only one famous actress who then became ambassador, and it was going to be her. I just knew. Yeah, I should have went in. I overthought it.
The company that owns this game alleged copyright infringement against YouTuber JDH for making an operating system that runs only this game. The folk song Korobeiniki is the A-Type theme in its Game Boy edition. Alexei Pajitnov created...
Not even great on the video games. I've been pretty mediocre on the video games in this fall season already. But they said Alexei Pajitnov. And yeah, folk song in tune A. Man, there's so many clues for Tetris there. But let me tell you, I do not spend a lot of time thinking about Tetris. There's other games out there. Tetris is good, but there's other games out there.
This singer, Frank Ocean, and Anna of the North all guest on the first part of Tyler the Creator's song 911 Mr. Lonely. This singer, who asks, "Can I bite your tongue" on a 2022 hit, plays guitar for The Internet. For 10 points, what artist says, "I wish I knew you wanted me" in his song Bad Habit?
Oh, that's Ed Sheeran. Yeah. Oh, Ed Sheeran was Bad Habits. That's what I was kind of thinking, but I've never heard of this Steve Lacy person. So Ed Sheeran was the best I could have possibly done there.
In this show's pilot, the protagonist has an impromptu Lincoln Douglas debate with her daughter, Elena. This show,
Daughter
which
Elena.
aired on Pop TV in 2020 after Netflix canceled it, starred Justina Machado as nurse Penelope Alvarez.
Nurse.
For 10 points, what reboot of a Norman Lear sitcom starred Rita Moreno?
Reboot. Whoa. What's the Norman Lear? What's the Norman Lear one? It's not this. I have no idea what they're talking about. One Day at a Time. Never would have gotten there. Ugh. Well, luckily they throw out weeks, and this is one that will be thrown out for me because I am doing miserably at it. Questions are fine. They're just stuff I do not know about.
The title character of this film, and Jessica, destroy the homicidal robot Box. In this film, the fiery ritual of carousel is used to execute people. Michael York plays a Sandman in, for 10 points,
Sandman.
what 1976 film in which a society that kills people...
Oh, okay. Alright. Got there. Figured it out on Sandman. That is just a bad score. 70's a bad score. But you get some bad runs. That's just how it goes. Alright. What's the best way to get to sports from here? Probably just clicking on this. And sports. Start game. Alright. Sports.
In the 2022 NBA playoffs, a player on this team gave the 76ers Joel Embiid an orbital fracture by elbowing him in the face. Embiid and the 2019 Most Improved Player, a forward for this team, are the only Cameroonian NBA players. Pascal Siakam stars on, for 10 points, what NBA team based in Canada?
I figured it was an East team if they're going against Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid was not in the finals, so it would have been somebody in the East. And then it was just... Don't know much about basketball.
This man set career NCAA records for touchdowns and yards that were separately broken the next year by Travis Prentice and Ron Dane. The draft pick used on this player was acquired in exchange for all of my...
This is Ricky Williams. Yeah. And then they put him on the cover of Sports Illustrated in a wedding dress and did not... I mean, he had a fine career from there, but Ricky Williams had his problems.
The deaths while playing this sport of Henry Brand and Jasper Vinnell led to its long-standing ban on double hitting. Stewardship of this sport's laws, which include a ban on throwing, is maintained by London's Marylebone Club. What? For 10 points, what sports rules govern the use of bats and wickets?
Okay. What's double hitting? Is it a thing? Is somehow so the initial bowl comes in, do you somehow deflect it up? And then so you can really wind up on it and hit it real hard? You'd probably kill somebody that way. Huh. Never heard of double hitting. I'm going to have to do some research after this. Team nickname. So it's a New York team.
This franchise nickname was announced alongside a new Diamond C logo and an alternate logo that shows two winged letters on a baseball by...
I'm going to say this is just the Guardians. Yeah. Because new team name, a C. Yeah, that was going to be the Guardians. And it was. Sufficiently specific to identify one team. So they probably don't want a year, I don't think. Well, they'll let us know if they want a year in the first thing. Sufficiently specific to identify one team. So this is a New York team.
This club's most recent FA Cup win came under current Dutch team manager Louis van Gaal. In
So it's a
2022, this
Manchester?
club replaced interim manager Ralf Ragnick with former Ajax manager Erik ten Hag. Alex
No, Ten
Ferguson was the
Hag.
longtime.
Uh, it was a Manchester. Because when you talk about the FA, it's either Man City or Man U. And they said Alexander Ferguson. So Man U. More team nicknames. Very heavy on the teams.
This is the nickname of an HBCU football team that signed 2021's top overall recruit, Travis Hunter, under coach Deion Sanders.
What is there?
A football team with this nickname won due to the so-called Kick Six in the 2013.
Tigers? No, it's Eagles. Auburn. Auburn won on the Kick Six, and they're the Auburn Eagles. It was the Tigers. Damn it. Ah. All right. Why do they say War Eagle if they're the Tigers? I'm probably got that backwards. Another uniquely specifying answer required.
Under Rule 2.01, this object should be placed by laying out a steel tape 127 feet 3 3/8 inches to the east-northeast. This object is usually touched by the 4 on a play scored 6-4-3. In 2022, extra innings begin with a player on.
Okay. Interesting. That was an interesting way to do that question. It needs to be a steel tape, apparently. Must be steel. Plastic is right out.
For a site owned by ESPN until 2018, this man commissioned 50-plus posts ranking the U.S.'s best burritos. He devised a system named for a Royals infielder that he sold to Baseball Prospectus. The projection system Pacoda was devised by, for 10 points, what prediction guru who founded 538.
538. What's the name? What's his name? Is it Nate something? I'm just blanking on it. Nate Silver. Oh. I knew it was Nate, and I knew it was an I just forgot about that middle. It's not a presidential election year. I don't pay attention to Nate Silver anymore.
A player with this surname was dealt for Bob Sura and Zelko Rabracha after playing one game for the 2003-04 Hawks. Another man of this surname, who was undrafted out of Virginia Union, won 4 Defensive Player of the Year.
Wallace? Yeah, talking about Ben and Sheed. I think Sheed was on the Hawks for a bit. And then Bob Sura, the last NBA Bob.
This man and teammate Stan Mikita were the inspiration for a rule limiting blade curvature. In the 1960s, he became the first NHL player to surpass 50 goals and won his only Stanley Cup with the Blackhawks. For 10 points, what winger known as the Golden Jet is the father of former Blues star Brett?
Bobby Hull. But they'll take hold. Bob's mentioned back to back. All right, 99 again. I think I had 99 last week in sports. Yeah, really not my draw on the pop culture side. Did my average on the sports side, but that'll be it for week 3 of Buzzwords Fall 2022 edition. Thanks for watching.